Check out these plums from my sister's backyard, so we decided to make German plum cake. Obviously, this starts with getting the pits out of the plums, which is like a very long task and it's boring. And my sister's doing this here, but then my mom came over and it's just like, check this out. This is how you do this in a quick manner and not as slow as yours. So we had a little bit of a race going on here, and I believe that my mom won that race. Check this out, she's pretty fast. Now on to the dough. We need some flour, obviously, and we're gonna sieve that through so it is nice and neat. Then we create a little well. We hit it with a tiny amount of baking powder right here, and then we need a little bit of lemon zest. Look at that, nice and lemony. Here next comes the sugar. This is quite a bit of sugar, but it's also a cake, okay, or like a pie. I don't know what that is. I never know the difference. Next up, cold butter. You see, we cut this down in little pieces, but the butter should be cold, not warm or melted. This is cold butter. We cut it up like this, and now we hit it with 1 egg. You could also do 2 eggs if you really wanted to, but we're trying to keep it light, obviously. And we take whatever we need. This is a knife and a bench scraper, and we try and get this dough together. This takes a little bit of time. You can use whatever tools you want, maybe a hammer, I'm not sure, but at some point you probably want to use your hands so you get it slowly together in a nice doughy goodness ball like that. Beautiful. Now we have to put that into plastic wrap because this needs to sit in the fridge for a little bit. I think at least an hour. Ours was in there for 3 to 4 hours, so little bit of time you need in between here. But when it looks like this, we transfer it onto a floured surface and we're trying to get it flat. We first use our hands and then we use a little bit more flour and switch over to the rolling pin. Now also, this takes a little bit of time to get this ultra flat. We need it like in the size of a baking sheet, a German baking sheet that is. So I don't know exactly the sizes, but we spread it out, we have it already here on a parchment paper. Now we clean up the sides so that they get nice and neat, but we keep these pieces that we cut off here because now we fill in some holes if we have any. See, we press it down and then we come on top with the rolling pin again to make this nice and big and even. When it looks like that and it's rolled out, then we transfer it into our baking sheet, and now we can hit it with some melted butter. More butter, ladies and gentlemen. This has quite a bit of butter, obviously. Bada bing, bada boom. Now our superstar, the plums from my sister's backyard, come in here, and we have them, and then we arrange them until they cover the entire dough sheet, okay? So this is also a little bit of time that takes to organize that nice and neatly. Now we need some Streusels. Yeah, Streusel. This is sugar with flour so far. We mix this up. Then we hit it with a little bit of cinnamon, just a touch, not too much, but so a little bit of extra flavor. And then you guessed it right, after we combine this, we hit it with the melted butter. Look how orange this is. I don't know why it looks like this, but this is some healthy cows from Ireland, I heard. But we mix this in until it kind of looks like this, more or less, and we take it, and now we try and spread it out evenly on top of our plums. Nice plums with crumbs. Oh, open up our oven, and now we bake this for a good 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes. This is how it comes out. Absolutely delicious looking. You have to let cool it down before you cut in, and now I take a slice. You should serve this with whipped cream in Germany, but I just wanted to taste it like that. And I can tell you, it doesn't only look good, it also tastes absolutely amazing. Thank you, Mom.